Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be painting some watercolor lemons, so grab your paints and let's begin. For materials, I'm just going to be keeping it simple and using a size 10 Princeton brush. And for colours here, I'm just going to be using lemon yellow, a little bit of cadmium orange, and then I've mixed some hooker's green with burnt sienna and a little bit of black. It's my favourite combination for a very earthy green colour. So just before we go into the pattern, I'm just going to be demonstrating how I paint the lemon. So it's just a very rough sketch. We're just sort of doodling lemons and leaves today. So I'm just going to be taking my pencil, and lemons are sort of like an oval shape, and then they go a bit rounded towards the top of the lemon, and then as they get towards the bottom it comes down into sort of like a rounded point, almost like so. So I'm just going to try to make that darker for you so you can see a little bit better. That's basically sort of the shape of a lemon, and then usually wherever the light will hit there will be some sort of highlight, and then sometimes you can have like these leaves and some branches, but we're not going to be doing any branches, maybe a few leaves for today but no branches. So keeping it simple, that's the shape for the lemon that we will be painting. So here I have some Canson watercolor paper. All the materials are going to be listed in the description box, so make sure you check that out if you're interested. And I've just got this sort of very loose sketch of where I want my lemons to be. I don't have any leaves painted down, as we'll be doing that all just freehand, just so I have a rough idea. The next thing is you want to know where your light source is coming from. I think for this image we're going to say the light source is coming from here, so we want to keep all of our highlights towards the top of the page and make the shadows all below it. That's just for your perspective. If you want your light source to become a different way, or if you want it to be more of an illustration, you can go ahead and just paint them however you want. I'm just explaining my thought process behind what I'll be doing today. So taking a clean brush, I'm just going to be going in. This is going to be very loose and fun, so I'm not going to be thinking too much about it. I'm just going to go in with some lemon yellow. So just for example, I'm going to just start painting here, just with some very loose strokes. Now remember, the highlight is here, so in watercolor, wherever you want your highlight to be, you just have to leave it painted, leave it white. That's the only way you're going to get your highlight. So there you go, just very simple, paint in the rough shape. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of orange to add a shadow sort of beneath it, like so. And then you can go in with a clean brush and just sort of blend that slightly, but I don't mind if it looks messy. This is just loose fun, and yeah, we're just doing a bit of doodling today. And then I'm just going to do that with the other colors. You can just sort of go where your highlight is and just blend it in a little bit so it looks a bit more nicer, I guess. And then going in again, and I'm just going to be repeating for the other lemons. So for this lemon I have here, the light source is going to be roughly on this side. So again, just painting the top, painting in the bottom, going roughly around like so, and then maybe just add some, push a little bit with the water so we've got some lighter spots, blending in slightly the highlight, so we've got a little bit of mixing together, and then going in with that orange towards the bottom, opposite the direction of the light source. And there you go. So just going to repeat that for the other ones here. So this one is going to be slightly This is only about half a lemon, as I want to sort of fill the page up. Then going in with a little bit of orange. What I love about painting is that it doesn't always have to be so well thought out or well planned. It can be as relaxed as you want it to be. I think that is the joy I get from watercolors, that things just they don't happen as you expect them to, and it can go any way. So just going to be do as many lemons as you want. Honestly, if you want to do a lot of lemons, go ahead. Or maybe you just want to practice doing one really well, then you can also do that. But I think it's nice sometimes to just have a little bit of fun and get to play around with colours. And I love the look of when something is painted, but it's not painted so precisely, but you can still tell what it is. I think that's what I enjoy about painting with watercolors so much. So you can see this doesn't have to take you long at all. I don't get much time to paint every day. So my sort of painting process is always, what can I paint in a short amount of time that will allow me to enjoy myself, enjoy the process, learn something new at the same time, but also be able to finish a painting. Because as much as I love to sort of do a very big painting that takes a long time, I also just really enjoy being able to sit down for 10-20 minutes and then walk away with a finished painting. Okay, so I'm going to get to the smaller ones now. So just when you get to the smaller ones, just maybe have a lighter hand so that you don't overreact or just end up putting too much pigment. This one got covered up, the highlights. I'm just going to go in with a damp baby wipe and remove some of that pigment. Maybe I can do the yellow ones on the other little ones, and then we can just go in for the shadow with all of them. Like so. I've always loved lemon prints, lemon art. I actually just bought a lemon journal today, and that is exactly what brought the inspiration to just sit down and practice painting some lemons. Maybe I'll add another one here. It looks a little bit empty, so I'll do it freehand. Not forgetting where my light source is coming from. So if you're painting it freehand, you just have to take more time into thinking about the shape. Like so. Okay, so let's go in with some shadow for these lemons. You can see it just as it goes in, because I've put quite a lot of pigment, which is fine. It's going to dry and it's going to have this really nice lines going as it dries, and it's going to look good. Okay, so that is our lemons done. Now going in with the green, again, not thinking too much about it. I'm just going to start taking my brush, pushing down and making a leaf shape. So taking my brush, pushing down and then lifting up. And these don't have to be perfect. So my camera cut off, which is lovely. Thank you so much. So obviously I did a lot more leaves. I also added some leaves to the lemons, and then I'm just taking some yellow paint on my brush, and I'm just gonna splash this where there's some wet paint, just to add a little bit of fun, and it will look really nice against the green leaves. And there you have it. So that is your very easy, you can just do maybe tinier ones. Just add tiny little leaves, just a difference of shape. All right, well, there you are. A quick little doodle that anyone can do. So we're just going to remove the masking tape now. Remember to always pull it at a 45-degree angle so that you're left with a clean line. And there you have it, a very easy, quick and simple, easy doodle, just to play around with some colours and just get comfortable with painting with watercolours. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful and enjoyable, and I will see you in the next video.